1, 2, 3. Chicks here. Hey guys. Today we are talking about let's be honest. We want to be honest with you guys, and we're going to talk about how it is reciprocated when we're all talking. So,
why do you always throw everything to me?
Because I do the introduction. That's my role. You lead in, and then we'll talk about it.
We want to try to be honest today about this, and we hope this goes over well because that's exactly how we mean it to be. But the bottom line is, we get a lot of drivers that'll come in and they are saying, I'm leaving my other fleet owner because they lied to me about this. They lied to me about the equipment, or they lied to me about how much money I can make, or they lied to me about the freight, or they lied to me about whatever it was. Okay. That does happen. I'm not saying that there are not recruiters and fleets out there that are not 100% transparent and honest. I will say that is not what you get when you come to Hyfield. Okay. We are going to be brutally honest with you about things. Sometimes I would even think to the fact that we may say this is not the right fit for you. That carrier is not going to work for you. You guys need to work this out amongst yourselves. If you give any type of red flags to Delina or Melissa about your situation, your relationship, how much money you might have saved, whether or not you're going to be able to meet your financial goals. Those are things that I think that we're going to be brutally honest with you about. Okay. Because that needs to happen, because it is honestly, it's a lot of money to put teams into trucks. It's a lot of your money, a lot of our money, a lot of our time, a lot of everything that happens for us to put someone into a truck. And 2 weeks later, this isn't what we thought it was going to be. We're bringing the truck back. It happens. It happens more times than we like than we like it to. And I think a lot of this can be avoided if everyone has a great, honest conversation. So today when we say, let's be honest, we do mean that. But we also want drivers to be honest about what's going on with them in their lives. And we want them to be honest with us about their history, whether it's your driving history, whether it's your criminal history, whether...
It's all going to come out regardless. Yes. And also, jump back off what Kelly said. If you guys... For example, if you need to be home every 2 weeks, I'm going to be very brutally honest with you and say this is not going to work. We require that you guys are over the road a minimum of 75% of the month, 3 weeks out. Our more successful teams can stay out longer. So if you come to me and be honest with that stuff, because I certainly don't want you getting in the truck and saying, hey, now I got to go home every 2 weeks. Well, you could have avoided a lot.
Or trying to say that we didn't say that. There's nothing worse than knowing that we were honest about it, and I know it's a lot of information. And sometimes people hear what they want to hear versus what they're told. And there's a fine line there when it comes to that, because it can be a lot of information. But again, the more truthful you guys are with us, the more truthful responses you're going to get from us. And we want this relationship to work with Hyfield and the drivers that we have. We work very hard, and we have a full-time staff to make sure that we have a mentor program. We do all of these things to make sure we set you up for success. But that all depends on transparency and honesty between you guys and us.
From the very beginning. And you mentioned mentors. That just made me think, even if you come on board with Hyfield and you get into that truck, be honest with your mentors too. Like, hey, I'm not getting this. Help me. I don't understand what I'm looking at. I don't understand the loads or all. Just be honest with everyone in every way, shape, and form, because it's going to make it a lot easier on you guys as a team. But
your mentors knowing your fears, knowing your struggles, that helps them coach you to be successful. Mm-hmm. You could have a team that is in let's say a financial bind coming out, and or have a team that lives in a great area that might have something going on at home. If you tell them up front, here's what we have to go on, they may help you run differently to begin with until that problem is over. And then things change. If they don't know, they don't know. They can't help with what they don't know. And then a lot of teams will make decisions, hasty decisions, and or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say poor decisions, because you may think it's a great decision for you at the time, but it may not be the smartest move if they knew what you had going on, and they could help you better. That's all I'm saying. So again, Hyfield prides itself on being transparent in both our sign-on process, our recruiting process. We'll answer any of your questions about it, and we'll give you actual numbers. We literally have done the math. We have done the averages. So anything we're giving you, whether it's literally attainable, because we have teams that attain it. So nothing is false here. We don't have the latest and greatest, and not everything we've got is a brand new truck.
But
I'm going to be honest with you
equipment.
about that too. That's correct. But it is a piece of equipment, and that equipment can do the job. And if it doesn't and something happens, we're going to be honest with you. We have a full-time maintenance staff that's going to help you get it back on the road. It's never our intention for that to happen. So again, as long as you guys are straight up and we're straight up, this relationship can last. And we have teams that have been with us for many years for this particular reason.
Absolutely. When you call and speak to myself or Melissa, be very honest with us up front. Don't be afraid to tell us about a DUI you had 20 years ago or a speeding ticket, or get those things out. I mean, you don't have to tell us, but they are going to come up when they pull your background. But don't be afraid.
Waste your time, and we don't want you wasting our time.
Don't be afraid to be honest with us. And at that point, we can kind of choose which direction is going to be the best avenue for you guys as a team. And don't be afraid of those things. If you have things on your MVR or your background, let's talk about it, and let's decide what's going to be the best way to go for that. So be honest about it.
Because it can avoid you going through all the motions only to be found out, only to be said that the carrier says you can't apply, you need to wait another 4 months for this to drop off. See, we can handle that up front, but what we don't want to do is waste your time or ours, to be honest with you, and or time and money. That's all any of that
for
is.
Everybody. Yep.
So all of those things matter, and we are here to help, because if this is really what you want to do, we want to help you do it. Everything about Hyfield is to try to set you up for success, because your success is our success. Bottom line, there's just no two ways about it. That is ultimately the goal for everyone. But that really only comes with a great working relationship, with a basis of everybody being transparent with each other. So
call me. Let's talk about it.
We hope that came across the right way.
We're not trying to be ugly anyway. We're just letting you guys know we're going to be honest with you. You be honest with us. And that's it. That's the basic. Let's be honest about it. Give us a call.
It'll be beneficial in the long run.
Bye, guys.